Okay, so we go to Empire turn 3. Let's see, you can see in the upper left-hand corner how he just moves around a little bit. It looks like he's waiting for my general to beat the cannon crew in combat and get behind his lines. His War Altar charges into the flank of my BSB's Knight of the Realm unit. Over here, his Knights in the far right charge my fast cav and run him down. And otherwise, it's how you see it. So the mistakes of turn 2 are just really looking ugly this turn. This is where he comes in, he gives all his impact hits, and amazingly, luckily, he only kills 1. And that's with impact hits and with all of his attacks. So, got really lucky there. I hold. Let's say at no impact hits he killed 1. Or maybe that was during magic. No, during the magic phase he killed 1 with the stupid blast spells he has off. I've got 2 dispel dice for the team, 2 damsels. I've got the Chalice of Malfleur, so I've got 5 dispel dice. And with all 5, I still just can't stop his magic phase. So, but because he got no impact hits, he and I think he did 1 more wound in combat, but I won combat, so I did my free turn maneuver. And in hindsight, I think I put that damsel should have been in the second row. But I don't know how it was. But anyway, so I turned just so he wouldn't have the flank on me. And now that unit's just going to be stuck there. I'm never going to break him. I'm not likely to kill him. And so I'm really just hoping to keep him tied up in combat for the rest of the game. And it's just the price you pay for making a stupid mistake. You can see my Questy Knights charge attachment. My Knights Errant, 1 turn too late, charges Huntsman. They flee. I run them down. Took my archers in the far right and charged his knights over there. I know that he would have a banner, but I would have a rank and an outnumber. I'm likely not to get a wound on him. I'm hoping he can't do too many wounds on me. But there's really nothing else to do over there with those guys. And again, if I can just keep his knights tied up, that's okay. So on turn 2, I charged his cannon, and he held. Turn 3, I killed his cannon crew. So on turn 4, my Bretonnian Lord charges the Hellstorm rocket battery. He could barely see him, so I went in and charged them. And from the angle here, I was thinking that maybe I could beat him and then overrun and get a charge into the knights. When all said and done, it didn't really work that way. There's another look at the board. Yeah, so peasants didn't last long against the knights. I mean, in hindsight, that's really shouldn't have been a surprise. Detachment didn't hold up against my Questy Knights. My Questy Knights are off the board. And over here, when I overran, I went straight. And when I went to run, again, when I went into combat, it looks like I should have gone to the front of that unit. But for whatever reason, when I overran here, I was hoping to get off the board. I needed 11 inches, 10.5 inches to get off the board. So I needed to roll an 11. I rolled a 10. And now I'm stuck because he can charge me. And if I flee, I'm off the board. So I'm going to have to withstand a charge from those inner circle knights. So Empire turn 4, he turns these knights around. We're still locked in combat in the middle. He charges my general in the upper left. Pegs his knights clinging on for dear life with 1 wound left. And yeah, I think when I changed formation before, I quickly, after I took the picture, I changed it to this. I think, I don't know. So those are all before combat. After combat, the Pegasus Knight's dead. After magic, all those knights are dead. And again, he's got a Warrior Priest, an Archlector, and the War Altar. I've got 5 dispel dice, and everything he cast went through. So that was a little bit frustrating. His knights charge into my lord. I killed 1 or 2 of them. But whatever happened, he won combat by 1, and I failed my leadership test and ran off the board. So that was a little bit frustrating. I know when you're rolling an 8, you have a good 40% chance of failing it, but that was disappointing to see that go off. So at the end of combat, my damsel's dead, and I'm down just to 1 knight there. And again, I'm still blaming all this on my turn 2 stupid mistakes. So my turn 4, my Questy Knights come back on the board. My Knights Errant turn. I'm still trying to. My goal was to get my men-at-arms into combat with his War Altar, and I can't really seem to do it because I don't know where he's going to be. I keep on expecting him to break my unit, but my unit kept on holding. So So on Bretonnia turn 4 in combat, he finally kills the last remaining knight. I don't know if it's combat or if it was through magic, but whatever. So on his turn 5, he kind of swings his chariot. I kind of thought he would charge my knights errant, but he didn't. He kind of swings it around. Maybe he's trying to get a charge to my questing knights, or he's just getting in a position where he can blast my men-at-arms with his magic. I'm not sure. On the very far left, he took his warrior priest, put it into the unit of those knights, and now they're going to run down my archers in the far left corner. And there's another closer look at what's going on. I'm just flipping through these because there's nothing really to say about them. So my turn 5, I charged the handgunners that were in front of my questing knights, easily kill them, overrun into his great swords. We'll fight next time. Knights errant, I decide not to take them into his great swords because I don't want to just get countercharged by his war altar, and they're stubborn 8. I'm pretty sure I'm going to beat them with the questing knights anyway, so either they're going to make their 8 or they're not going to make their 8, so I don't need my knights errant to help out. And that was what I was thinking at the time, so I just turned them so I can charge his other knights. So Empire turn 6, his knights and his war altar both declare a charge of my men-at-arms. I flee. I fled away from the knights and ran into the war altar, and so we didn't know how to play that. Like, would the war altar just stay there, or would it still move its full distance? Where would it move? We didn't know. We rolled it off, and we said he just stays where he's at because the men-at-arms ran into him. So I'm set up for a countercharge for all the good it's going to do me. The knights that killed my knights errant and my Pegasus knights have now killed my bowmen. I charge into his great swords, kill a few of them, win combat. He holds. I increase my frontage, and we go to Empire turn 6. And if you look at the very top, my knights are no longer there because I whiff all my attacks. He wins combat by 1, and I fail my leadership test and run off the board. If you look on the right-hand side, my knights errant charged his knights. He held because had he fled, he would have lost them anyway. And I beat him in combat, ran him down, so they're off the board. So there we are at the end of the game. Easily a solid victory, if probably a massacre for the Empire. I was kicking myself. It was actually a really, really fun game. I really like playing this guy. He's very, very tactical. Just kicking myself for some of the decisions on turn 2, and I still need a good solution for that war altar because I honestly don't know how to handle it, and obviously didn't handle it well this game. But there it is. I think if you follow my reports, I'm probably 3 or 4 games into a losing streak. I really need to turn this around. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it.